telling everybody to stay out of the area, so do not go here unless you actually at all, period. And stay out of the area. And there are currently 20 people from the Mississippi Forestry Commission that are working to contain this fire, plus additional firefighters from surrounding areas. So as we look out of the Winona camera there, we can still get that haze there in the distance and that smoke plume. And of course, you can see the breezy conditions. Unfortunately, our reporting station is down, but we can already get our minds wrapped around the fact that this is probably 10, 15, 20, maybe 25, maybe up to 30 miles an hour at times with some of those gusts. Let's go ahead and actually bring it back here real quick to look more at those winds, because this is why this fire danger is unfortunately so high. And we're going to go winds, and we're going to look at specifically those wind gusts. So zooming it back towards the North Mississippi area, we can see surrounding areas still showing at about, Greenwood's coming in 32 miles an hour gust, 37 there towards Cleveland, but specifically in Carroll County, we're 27 mile an hour gust. And that really allows even a controlled burn to get out of hand, because it just pushes those flames out away, and it can get out of control pretty quickly. So if we're looking back on our, of course, this will show SPC risk for the first moment, but let's go ahead and look at that fire outlook. And of course, our fire threat, we are under that elevated fire threat for our Saturday. And no, that's what the thing about this is, it doesn't end today. With those gusty winds back behind this front and the dry air that's moving in behind it, it's still going to be an elevated fire threat for tomorrow. Multiple counties being added to that burn ban list as we speak. Grenada County, if I go ahead and check the North Mississippi Storm Chaser chat real quick, Grenada County is under a burn ban according to the sheriff's office out there. So that's the North Mississippi Storm Chasers giving us that information. So anyone that is looking to burn, this is not the weekend for it. We get rain next week, and that'll help bring back some life to North Mississippi and some of those landscapes, and that will help with those burning conditions. But right now is not the time to do it. For those that are just joining us, I'm going to bring it back here to our radar. We are seeing a few showers out along that general area that will help with some of the fires, but unfortunately with a fire like this, it will take a bit more to contain this. And our fire tracker, we're seeing some of those controlled burns up there towards Grenada County. Unfortunately, those do need to come down as that burn ban is in effect. Southern Oktibbeha County at times this week have seen some of those the burns as well, but this is of course catching our eyes towards the Koala area right across Highway 17. So anyone traveling out there, do be safe. Try to avoid this area at all costs. Even surrounding areas need to be avoided as crews are working hard to contain this fire. I don't want to take up everyone's night, but recapping what we've discussed just a few moments ago, 10 homes, according to the Mississippi Forestry Commission, that have been evacuated. 2,400 acres over this entire region right here southeast of Koala in Carroll County, and they are working to contain this fire through the night. It's going to take a little bit of time in order for that to happen. They're working on flanking the fire and kind of eliminating that brush around it to not allow it to spread much more. And they do have helicopters out there dropping water to, of course, put this fire out. Started around County Road 145 and continue to work through Carroll County, and they've been fighting it all day long. So saying a prayer for everyone that is out there working on this. But if you are in Carroll County and you are in this Koala area, we do ask you to please get out of that area right now to let crews work to clear out that fire and get yourself out of the path of this danger. So we're providing you updates all throughout this evening. I don't want to keep you guys for too long, but enough to provide you an update on where things stand. Again, burn bans being issued more and more. We do have that red flag warning. Let me see if I can pull that in here real quick. I know it was at the top of our show. It is going to have a pink background, so forgive me for that. But there's our current alerts. So as you can see, fire weather warning in place until Saturday at 7 o'clock, and that's for basically every county here in North Mississippi, including Carroll County, Grenada County, out there towards the Golden Triangle, and Lee County, and even up north where more of those burn bans have been put in place. This isn't all the way updated, but it does show at least the counties that we had during our 6 o'clock broadcast, and we're adding in there Grenada County, along with Marshall, Benton, Alcorn, Tishomingo, Lowndes, and Noxubee County. So please do not burn. It is not the time to do so. And with how dry things are, this is definitely causing some concerns across the North Mississippi area. I want to look at the chat real quick and make sure I'm not missing anything, any reports. Watching from Tishomingo County, that is Jenny. Jenny, I hope that there are no fires going on up there because burn bans are in place. And those burn bans, don't just move on from them and think, nothing bad's going to happen. I'm just starting a little fire in my front yard to clear out some debris. The reason why they're there is for your safety, because in a moment's notice, those can become out of control quickly. Crews are going to be out there working on it, and it'll become a bigger mess than what you may think if you just do a simple fire to burn some debris. And as we burn that debris, I know Tishomingo County was one of the areas that were affected by the ice storm. There's a lot of debris on the roads. I was in Ecru today, and there was a lot of debris there on those roadways, and I know that folks are just thinking, I need to clear this out. I want to get this out of my hair soon. Well, it's just with the burning conditions that we have, it's going to encourage you to burn, but then the burning conditions will make it so much worse. So just please wait. If we can clear that debris in any other form or fashion, I highly recommend that. And yes, James, I got your report there, and it is going to be updated for 10 o'clock tonight, but I verbally mentioned it that Grenada County is under a burn ban as of the most recent report. So we're communicating with the Mississippi Forestry Commission as well as folks around the area on where those fires currently stand, providing you updates through the night and into the weekend. Keep it here for the very latest when it comes to weather, when it comes to fire, because fire is another form of that climate that we need to, of course, watch for. So we're going to keep you guys safe. We promise you that. And we'll keep you guys updated on where things stand. Go ahead and download that Mississippi Live Weather app today. Our next broadcast is going to be at 10 o'clock, but if we get any other information, we will be cutting back in to let you guys know where things stand. But do say a prayer for folks that are out there being affected, and say a prayer for the folks that are working on containing this fire. We appreciate you guys joining us and staying up to date. We'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight with highlights from our game of the week and updates on where these wildfires stand. You guys have a great night. Enjoy your Friday. We'll see you back here at 10.